YouTube. So it's been a little while since we recorded a video last. We are outside today because the lighting is really bad inside of the house. So if you hear any cars going by or people...
Yeah, the ice cream truck.
Yeah, that too. So, I know it has been a while for the whole 4 people of you that have watched our videos so far. So we just kind of wanted to come in and touch base with the handful of you that are here. Hi. So today we were going to do a video about, what do you want to do? The Snap Travel one or the actual hotel one? Okay, we'll start with our experience with Snap Travel because that's a up-and-coming, like, third-party travel website. So we went to Orlando probably about 2 months ago, and we had booked the hotel room through Snap Travel. I've had some issues with Priceline and some other places, and I don't usually book directly through the hotels because a lot of times they can be a little bit more expensive. So we booked through Snap Travel. Everything seemed like a really good deal. We got a great deal on a hotel. We went down there. We got to our hotel, and it was okay, like the actual like lobby of the hotel. And then when we went to our actual hotel room, it was a whole different story. The hotel room was gross. It looked like it hadn't been cleaned, and if it had been cleaned, they didn't care at all about the quality of cleaning that they were doing. We also had issues with our door. Like, our door was ajar. You couldn't lock like the standard deadbolt. All of the rooms had looked like their deadbolts were
punched in.
Yeah, like they were really messed up. We had checked the bathroom, and there was like hair in the tub, and there was like hair on the towels, there was hair on the pillow. Like, we knew pretty much instantaneously that we probably weren't going to be comfortable in this hotel room. So we went down to the pool. We got something to eat. Probably one of the worst meals I've ever had in my life, but we thought maybe we were just being a little over picky because we had been traveling all day. So once we got back to the hotel room, we did a once over again and decided that this hotel room was not going to work for us. So we did contact Snap Travel. We let them know that we weren't comfortable. They were helpful up front, but they told us to like stay there. We had to do all this different stuff. We ended up being in the hotel room for like 3 hours. I booked a hotel room through booking.com, which we use pretty much now completely. Got a hotel room with the extended stay down the street, and that's going to be a whole nother video for us, like the extended stays that we stay at. But after that, we contacted Snap Travel. Snap Travel kind of started to become less helpful. We took about a week and a half. Sorry, that was a really large bee that just flew at our face. Anyways, we contacted them, and they pretty much told us that they were going to work on getting a refund, but we had to get a refund cleared through the hotel. So I called the hotel that we had booked with. They didn't want to help us that night. They were like, oh, too bad, no one's here, yada yada. So I went to the front desk. I asked the guy, I'm like, hey, who's the manager on duty? There isn't one. Okay, so we got the corporate number, contacted corporate, let them know that we weren't happy. Corporate did a good amount. After this point, Snap Travel pretty much stated that they would work on getting a refund for us, but they weren't overly excited about doing so. So for the rest of the trip that we were there, I stayed on top of them about it.
Which was a 3-day trip. It wasn't until we were on the way home they decided to contact us about it.
So when they did contact us about it, he let us know that there was going to be a refund of like $80-something because we paid $300. We paid $100 a night, plus a hotel fee of like $7.50.
It's more like a resort fee.
Yeah, it was weird, but this was not a resort under any stretch of the word. So I told Snap Travel, I was like, I'm willing to just forego the it was like $21 we paid, plus the taxes on the resort fee. So after we got back, we were still fighting with Snap Travel about a refund. They were dragging their feet. They were giving us the runaround. Finally, I got fed up with it, and I let them know that I would pursue legal action if they refused to give us a refund and do it in a hasty manner. that I was fully capable of doing so, and I was not afraid to do so. Lo and behold, I did get a refund the very next day after a week and some days of waiting for a refund. So originally, the refund was supposed to take 2 or 3 days, and it ended up taking almost a week and a half. And then even then, the hotel and Snap Travel did not give us a 100% refund. They gave us a refund of 2 of the 3 nights because they said that since we were there a couple hours, it counted as a day. So I'm not happy about that, but I did just go ahead and take what we got because I just refused to deal with them anymore. But we did want to put a video out there for you guys to pretty much be aware of Snap Travel. They do not vet their hotel rooms. They do not inspect the hotels that are being booked through them. They are going to drag their feet when it comes to a refund. They act super helpful on the front end, but then on the back end, they're not going to help you whatsoever. We really had to fight for a refund with this company, so I just really recommend you guys to go through a more veteran company that has been around a little longer.
Like Booking or what, Priceline?
Booking, Priceline, Hotels.com. We did have some issues with Priceline in the past, which is why we're not booking through Priceline anymore. To kind of give you a Reader's Digest version of why we're not doing with Priceline anymore is because I essentially can't book through them anymore. I'm not sure if it's an issue with their end or mine. We've tried booking through my name, through his name, and virtually every credit card that we own or any debit card we own, we can't get through. I just assume maybe I've been red listed through them or something. We don't really know, but essentially what happened was we were on a really tight budget for a trip. We just wanted to get away for a weekend. We were going to go to Orlando. We have passes to Universal. I needed a cheap hotel. I went and did the name your own price through Priceline, and we booked for a 2-star hotel for like $50 a night. You know, we don't need anything great, but we just want clean floors at least. They ended up booking us in a like a 4.5-star hotel, something extremely nice, which I'm not going to complain about. But it had like a $25 a day resort fee, which we were going to be there for 3 days as well. And they had a $20 a night parking fee, so 3 days as well. So, you know, between both of those, it was going to be about $160 more than we wanted to pay. I tried to go through Priceline. They wouldn't give me a refund. They were pretty much like, too bad, so sad. I understand their policy, but we specifically had stated that we wanted a lower end hotel for a certain price for that reason, because we didn't want to afford, and we couldn't afford these extra nicety things and pay all this extra money. So essentially, after that, I had to go through my bank and get a refund through my bank, and I think after that, that was the last time we booked through them. We hadn't had any success booking through them again. Truth be told, they do have better prices a lot of times, but we just can't get through them anymore. So we've pretty much turned to Booking, and we have liked Booking so far. We can book hotel rooms way in advance, and a lot of them we don't have to prepay. They are a little bit more expensive nightly if you want to do like the non-prepay where you pay when you actually get there. It's usually like maybe $10 or $15 more per night. Sometimes not even that. It's just a couple dollars more a night per room or whatever. So we just started going through Booking, and that's where we're going to stay. But we just wanted to bring you guys a quick video about Snap Travel and pretty much just encourage you to, you know, if you want to stay through them, maybe stay at a hotel you've already stayed at before, or just don't book through Snap Travel at all, because you do run a huge risk of being in a hotel that is really bad. Besides the hotel just being really dirty and, you know, just gross and not safe, there were people doing drugs in the parking lot, and it was kind of odd because we had stayed in this area before and we didn't have that issue. I think it's just this hotel in general was just like, it was kind of off the beaten path. So there was, even though you were on a main road, you were kind of tucked away off this main road, and so I think it just encouraged a lot of deviant behavior, so to speak. So we didn't feel comfortable. There was a guy that was smoking pot at the pool and drinking a ton who had like a 4-year-old daughter with him. We just were extremely uncomfortable in this hotel, and Snap Travel seemed to care on the front end, but when we actually pushed for the refund, they completely changed. So, encourage you not to book through them, and that's about all we have to say about that one.